I keep forgetting we can have music on when we're not streaming to Facebook.
Yeah, that's right.
Next time. We have Edmonton and Toronto and Lake Country and Astorville, Hanover, Ontario, Alberta, BC, Haliburton, Halton Halls. Woo!
Ontario's winning so far. Come on, Alberta.
Australia, Natalie, welcome from Australia. Love to see you. So good. As you're joining us, let us know where you're tuning in from and how you're feeling right now. How are you feeling?
The Sacred 13.
And of course.
So should I just go ahead and kick things off?
I say should we give it 30 more seconds?
Yeah, while we do that, welcome everybody. It's so great to see your faces. For those who are on live, I see Ashley, Gerda, hello, Colleen, Amanda, Celeste, Natalie, Brittany and Heather and Cynthia and Michelle, welcome as well. I want to make sure I'm streaming clearly. My internet seemed to be a little bit wonky, so maybe just interrupt as we go here. If it seems to be like interrupting the feed, if you guys can just let me know. My country Wi-Fi. Well, should I kick things off? All right. Well, welcome women to Frequency Rising. Thank you for joining us this evening for this activated conversation around frequency and around how this little magical device that we are all wearing has come into our world and really shaken things up in the last, I think it's been about 45 days for me, 66 days for Anna. Kristen's just getting started. I know many of you, actually, I'd love to know in the chat, how far along on your Healy journey are you in terms of Healy coming into your awareness? And or maybe you've already started your Healy journey or you're considering starting it. So just let us know where you are in the comments. Am I still okay? I am? Okay. I'll keep going. 3 days, just ordered last week. It felt like Christmas for me when I made the decision to purchase it and then waiting. I don't remember feeling that way, you know, with just the anticipation of waiting to open the device. Ordered but not here. My device should arrive any day now. Well, welcome to all of you who've purchased, and for those who are watching the replay and or making the decision to jump into Healy, we're so glad that this opportunity, this webinar has crossed your path in this moment now. And you're going to hear from each of us. So I'm going to start off by introducing myself. So my name's Christy King-Para, and how to say who I am and keep it concise. So I'm a mom, I'm a fiance, a dog mom, getting married in 39 days. I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over 12 years, having launched and run different businesses, some in the network marketing space, as well as my own business and brand, the Expanded Soul Movement, which is a coaching and mentoring business for the spiritually led woman and entrepreneur. So I have had my hands in entrepreneurship for over 12 years. Actually, it was around the time when I had my first son, who's about to become 12, and I was ready to leave the corporate 9 to 5 behind and begin a different path. And I would say that I'm going to speed up now to year 12. I'll speed up to year 12 and what has happened since I feel like Healy has come into my awareness. And really Healy crossed my path in January of this year, it started to pop up into my awareness. These words, frequency, medicine, watching some women I admire like share this little device, and like just it starting to kind of like infiltrate my radar. And then I heard it was coming to Canada. And about a year ago, I had shifted out of a network marketing business I had started and into, or fully into, my coaching business. And what in July, in August, when this little device started making waves about it coming to Canada, I could not say no. And Anna crossed my path. I know she also had some previous experience in network marketing. And I just felt like it was time to jump in with my holy yes, to say yes to this opportunity. So since then, I've had a beautiful experience using this Healy for myself with my own energetic wellness, I would say, my own, like this own device that I can use for my own support of my nervous system, of my wellness, of my energy, of my frequency, of my capacity. I feel like it's been this tool that's brought, you know, brought so much to me, but also to my children and my family, to be able to support them in healing as well. And this is just in the first 45 days. So there's been a beautiful space for me to layer in another business stream that I feel very aligned with, a health and wellness stream personally for myself and my family, and to link arms with these other incredible leaders across the country to essentially help us raise our own vibration, our own frequency, and help do that with others. And that's really why we're here tonight, because if you have found this webinar, you are probably someone who cares about raising your own frequency and helping, like, in your impact, in your mission, in your purpose and your passion, to help serve the collective as well. So if that is for you, put your hand up. Let me know in the comments. And I'm going to hand it over now to Anna, who is going to share a little bit more with us about Healy and the product, and give us a little presentation.
I love that. Thank you for sharing, Christy. And I would love if everyone could just pop into the chat box, you know, what is your medicine? What is your work? What gifts are you bringing to the world? And the second part to that question is, are you currently open to more healing, more streams of wealth, a conscious community to be a part of? So is there an opening in your world right now that has brought you to here, whether you're joining us live or listening to the replay? So my name is Anna Lozano. For those of you who do not know me, I will go through a quick intro. I am a multifaceted entrepreneur. I'm a mama of two. I, in over a decade ago, did what I was supposed to do. I was a very good Polish immigrant child being raised by my parents who were working really, really hard to make it in a new country. And so I did what I was told to do. I studied really hard and climbed to the corporate world. As I entered the corporate world, I said, what the F is this? This is not my purpose. This is not my path. I do not belong here. And so 12 years ago, I rebelled against the traditional route, the path that was really instilled in me and paved for me. And I said, there has to be more. And as I raised my hands up to the universe and said, what am I here for? What is my highest purpose? I was introduced to the world of network marketing. That was really my first gateway into entrepreneurship. And being a generator with a lot of generator energy, I took the business and ran, and within 4.5 years was at the top of the company. And, again, with my generator energy, I started looking for what is next, because because I do have this energy and I love to be fully activated in what I pursue. And I decided to launch a product-based company called Love Powered Co. with a co-founder, beautiful affirmation cards and mindfulness tools for families, which just 2 weeks ago, we actually sold the company, which was a big dream and goal of ours to launch a product-based company, scale it, and sell it. So I am in the process of actually passing that over to the new owner. And literally the same week that we signed on the dotted line, Healy came into my awareness. And I had to work through my own resistance of starting another network marketing company. I still receive paychecks every Friday from the first company I partnered with. I am a very loyal person. Integrity for me is absolutely everything. But the more and more it came into my awareness as now a coach to female founders who are product or service-based entrepreneurs, frequency and energetics is the foundation of what I teach. Then I layer on the strategy. And here we have a frequency device that now becomes a tangible tool when working on our own frequency and teaching frequency. So I was like, I can't say no. This is a sacral fuck yes for those of you who speak my language. And so I jumped in 66 days ago, and this experience has been absolutely mind-blowing from both the product standpoint and also as an entrepreneur who loves teaching women how to become wildly wealthy. We are onto something here. And so I am really excited for every single one of you who is here, who is listening to the replay, as we are truly creating the new paradigm in health, healing, and quantum wealth creation. I have never seen anything like it. So I've been an entrepreneur now for over 12 years, and I love business through and through. And so know that you're in the right place here listening to ourselves, and also peek through the names of the women who are already in, who have said yes to this, to layer in additional wealth, to layer in more healing opportunities, to raise their own frequency, and in turn, raising the frequency of the planet. It is truly beautiful. And as I speak, I get goosebumps, which are the holy yeses. So thank you for being here. So let's jump in. Healy's mission is, let me just move our pictures here. Oh, sorry, guys. Healy World creates revolutionary products and opportunities to empower partners to thrive and live a life of freedom, passion, and joy. That is the company mission. Our team, Frequency Collective mission. This is a place where self-led leaders gather to create the new paradigm in health, healing, freedom, leadership, and conscious wealth creation. As I was reading this today, I'm like, oh, feels so activating and so in alignment. And truly, when we say creating the new paradigm, this is where we do things in full energetic alignment. This is where we lock arms with other leaders. This is where there is no pushing, there is no convincing, there is no leading in the old disempowered masculine ways. This is full on activation. This is alignment. And this is leaders together creating the new. And so we might have heard this before, but if we want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is Tesla, Nikola Tesla. They were onto something back then, and now we are tapping into it as frequency is the medicine of the future. So science now proves that the universe and everything in it, including us, is made up of pure energy. So here we are working at the foundational level, which is frequency. Like when I think of that, when I think of what we are doing, working at the frequency level, at our core, at the foundation, that's where all the potential lives. That's where creation starts. Oh, every time I'm like, I just resell myself. Every time I go through this information, it blows my mind that we are here today and going through this. So the human body, as we know, is comprised of 9 systems. These are tissues and organs and cells and molecules, atoms, subatomic particles, and again, the foundational energy and frequency. And this is exactly with Healy what we get to tap into. So this little device What it does is two things. The first thing is it analyzes specific frequencies in the body that are causing bioenergetic imbalances. The intention of this device is to bring us back into alignment, to bring us back into coherence. Once it identifies where you are out of balance, it recommends programs for you to choose, and then it delivers specific frequencies back to the body to bring the body back into bioenergetic balance. So there is 10.1 million frequencies housed in this little device. And it uses a proprietary quantum sensor. I'll introduce you to the founder in a little bit. He is absolutely brilliant. Right now, I'm going to take you through here. I am running the Bioenergetic Boost program as I'm co-hosting this beautiful webinar. And so the way that it works is first it analyzes, then it recommends. There are over 300 programs that it could potentially recommend for you to bring you back into balance. This is to assist in relieving stress, anxiety, depression, chronic pain, sleep, skin, beauty, energy, meridians, chakras, organs, joints, the bioenergetic field, memory, libido, concentration, hormones, and so much more. So there are 3 core programs which we're all obsessed with. So the first one is exactly this. It's a resonance program. What do you need specifically right now in order to come back into balance? That's the main program. It's called Resonance Scan. The next one is the Aura Scan. So the Healy analyzes your chakras and it says, okay, right now, here's where you need a little bit more love in order to come back into balance. And you send frequencies to your chakras so that they function as optimally as meant to be. And then we have the coaching module, which is really brilliant, especially for anyone who's in the coaching world. This is where you set your intention. So I am so happy and grateful now that whatever that desire intention is, $50,000 months are my norm with ease, flow, and grace. And what the Healy does is it analyzes where you are right now and any subconscious blocks and patterns standing in the way of you and your desire. Then what you do is send frequencies to unwind those patterns, those blocks, those subconscious beliefs standing in the way of you and the desire. So those are the 3 core programs that are a part of the BioResonance Plus and the professional devices. There are 5 different models. They are the exact same product. The difference is the programs and the amount of frequencies in each program. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Now, I'm going to pass it over to Kristen to share a little bit about her experience from both the business side as a world-class female entrepreneur, as well as the product. I'm just going to click stop share so that we can see your beautiful face. And then we'll come back to learn more about the founder and the device and the programs, but I'd love to pass it over to you.
Thanks so much, Anna. Hello, women. It's great to be here with all of you. So I've been an entrepreneur for 16 years in the realm of wellness the whole time. I've had another network marketing business and moved through, the yoga teacher, meditation teacher, holistic, spiritual, all the things to now be in this space as a spiritual mentor. Higher dimensional work is my jam. Higher frequency work, it's literally what I do. And to have the device that is known as Healy as this incredible support, both for me and for my clients, has been incredible. And in full transparency, like the potency of this really spoke to me. Healy had been in my world for probably about 7 or 8 months. I'd had different people coming in. Have you heard about it? And then there's this, it was the timing of the yes, knowing that it had just arrived in Canada. I wanted to come in at the ground level with it. I felt it, and that's all I needed. It was like, I feel this and it is now. And I was joking with someone earlier. I literally sold 5 of these and I didn't even know how to charge mine yet. Like full transparency. I just feel this. I have, people are like, amazing, sign me up. I was like, I don't know how to plug it in, but we'll figure that out, because there was such, as we like to say, the holy yes in my body. Sacral yes, Mani Jen all the way over here, 1-3 sacral in the human design realm. And what I'm witnessing is, it's like watching spirals of expansion ripple out. The ease with which I feel the growth right now, both of what Healy is, what it's doing on a global level, what it's doing in the field of consciousness for the collective, which is what also gets me very excited because of the nature of the work I do. It's just, it holds its own. It holds the frequency, full pun intended, of what I believe are here to do on this planet, while creating epic amounts of wealth, higher consciousness, health, and freedom because of all of those previous things in our lives of our clients. So for me, it's been so beautiful. I signed up August 31st, and I think I figured out how to turn it on like 2 weeks later or something, but this whole energetic that is happening here feels so incredibly rich, and it holds a power that has me very excited, and my body's giving me all the affirmations. I almost have to hold myself down right now. I'm so excited about what's happening, everyone here. And yes, Diane Lynn, 1-3, of course, this is how I roll, and what we get to do together. And that feels really rich, having this level of support as we grow and build these businesses. That was really key for me because of the other business that I have in my mentorship and coaching practice. And the level of energetic frequency that I choose to work at when I'm working in like 12th dimensional, 40th dimensional frequency, to have Healy supporting me. I'm running the Gold Pure program right now while I'm on this call. And just feeling the support, especially when I'm going into really deep healing work with clients, removing trauma shards, going into the Akashic records, things like that. So, on all of these levels, it literally like not just ticked the boxes, it was like blasted the boxes, which I like to say, in all of the best ways.
I love that. So what do you envision? I mean, for me, I'm activated by the product on a whole other level, but I'm so activated by the wealth opportunity. I have a business hat on that just like when there's an opportunity that we feel with full body, it's just, so I want to know, Kristen, what you feel, what downloads you've received around the wealth side of this opportunity.
It feels like the infinity symbol is what I see continually as I tap into, I'm going to call it the soul of Healy, because in the Akashic records, I read the soul, an individual's soul's journey, plus I can read the soul of a business, and I read the soul frequency that is Healy. And it's a literal, what we know is everything is in spirals. And what I see is the very rapid spiraling ascension, both vertical and horizontal, rippling across on a global level. And within that first 2 weeks for me, I literally built a global team of 9 women. It's just like, boom, we're covered. We've got Natalie over in Australia, I've got someone over in the UK, and it was just like, it was like watching, on the brochure on an airline where they show where all of their flight paths are. That's what I see with Healy, and the wealth of that literally holds this limitless expansion because of what I want to say. And I'm like literally seeing things in the Akashic records right now. So if I shut my eyes, it's because there's a lot of information. and this is how I roll, women, if you're new to my orbit, you know, and I'm literally seeing just like women interlinking arms, and it's just one after the other, 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 after the other. It's just like, there's no stopping. And my whole body is just lit right now as I'm witnessing this. Yeah, fucking goosebumps is right. My spine, I was like, just like, cool your jets records, like just not everything all at once. It's a lot to, you know, function sometimes, but this is it. It's quantum. Absolutely.
Oh,
Boom, here we go. And more
it's
and more upon more upon more, because there's no limits unless somebody is holding a resistance to some aspect. So then the invitation is, what is the resistance that comes up? Because there are no limits. We are creating in the quantum.
I love
have
that.
I have another question in here for Miss Kristen while she's got the stage. That's okay. And of course, because I've been in your world and initiated by you in my spiritual path, Kristen's been a mentor of mine for the last year. And so I'm so activated and need to like, I'm all tingly in all the places. Kristen, what is your, how do you feel about this maybe compared to, I know you've had experience with other network marketing companies, but the difference with this being a higher ticket price point?
Yeah, it's, I mean, literally the commissions coming to me in less than a month, really, within 2 weeks, are more than in my first 3 years in another network marketing company. So because we're selling a higher ticket item, volume builds so quickly, commissions build so quickly. And that is also what got me really excited about this opportunity as a business. I mean, there was no question I would go for it from the business lens because of the energetics that I could feel. It was like, this is going to go viral in the best ways, you know? So it's just so, it's been so easy. It blows my mind. And of course, because when we are in this frequency of course energy, there's an ease to this. You know, we're running currents of frequencies that allow this limitless flow to move through us in our businesses, in the onboarding of team, and really laying this golden age pathway that is a whole new paradigm in business, in connection, in community, and women and wealth. All the things I love.
All the things we love. Oh, and this is really the team vision, and that has trickled down and expanded so quickly, like those waves of energy you were talking about, because the vision of self-led leaders leading self-led leaders and together creating the new paradigm, like this is it. And you either feel it and you have goosebumps as Kristen's talking the entire time, or you don't, and that is okay. And so now I have to continue with the PowerPoint presentation.
That's your job. That is not my jam. No.
You know what? And I will, because we could continue this conversation, but we want to make sure everyone receives the details that their souls desire. So that was so beautiful. And I mean, we could mic drop it right there. And I know that everybody who is feeling it would jump in and would just want Kristen's link, but let me pop in with a little bit more details. So this company is founded by a quantum physicist. So yes, it is brand new into Canada, which I'll talk about in a little bit as the ground level opportunity with anyone who is obsessed with building and scaling businesses. But it is also not a brand new company, meaning that the growing pains have been worked through. So it is a company that was founded 4 years ago in Germany through Marcus Schmieke, who is a quantum physicist. He is the founder and inventor of TimeWaver. So TimeWaver is a large frequency device that you would go into Europe to a practitioner's office and receive frequencies from. So it is a bioresonance frequency device. And once he created and invented and sold TimeWaver, he realized that he wanted to create a device that everybody could have for their own healing in their homes. And this is when Healy was invented. And it is so powerful because if you go to see Reiki practitioners, or you go to see osteopaths, or whatever your healing modality is, you go every few weeks. So there's time in between, but now you get to bring this home and heal in between those sessions. If you are a healer, this is an amplifier. What Marcus did after becoming a quantum physicist is he also became a monk for 12 years. So his vision is to bridge science and spirituality. And we have a beautiful 60-minute webinar with him speaking about science and spirituality. If someone is interested, that's something that we can pass on your way. Now, the company is financially backed by Christian Helper, who is a multi-billionaire entrepreneur who invests in conscious companies. So this is the backing of the company. And together they make this powerful team, and which has allowed them to scale at quantum speed in bringing these devices to market. So why Healy? Why now? When I saw this, I saw the ground level opportunity. I envisioned the women who are leaders in their spaces right now, leaping in and creating the ripple effect that Kristen described. Every day I call this the ripple of conscious wealth creation, the ripple of healing, the ripple of conscious women coming together. And I will say it over and over again, but wealth in the hands of conscious, heart-led women will change the world. And I know this is one vehicle that will support us in getting there. And this is the why now. So how to start? This is also quite different from other network marketing opportunities. There are no membership fees at this stage, and there are no monthly auto orders. You launch your Healy business by purchasing your healing device. So as I mentioned previously, there are 5 different devices. The ones that our team, the Frequency Collective, is working with is the BioResonance Plus, which is this purple device, or the professional device. We also recommend the coil, which makes the device portable. This portable component called the coil releases scalar waves. Your other option, which comes with any of these devices, is your wires, which is microcurrent frequencies. Now, the reason why we mostly, I would say 99.9% of the women leaping in are with the BioResonance Plus, which is the purple, or the professional, is because of the programs. So the 3 programs that I described, the resonance, the coach, and the aura, are available in the top 2 models. And also, as we know as leaders, what you do duplicates, especially in a business like this. The devices are 45% off for this month. This is to support the market launch. Canada opened September 10th. And now I'm using Kristen's and Christy's language. Women, I know those of you who leap into year 1 of building this with us, building the Frequency Collective, sharing Healy, I know with every single part of my being that we are creating generational wealth. There is no hesitation. There's no wobble energy. This is. So I will pass it back to Christy, and then we're going to open it up to questions, and we are going to finish off with Kristen's magical energy.
Thank you. I'm so activated and excited, and I wanted to share a little bit more about just the opportunity in Canada. And You may not know yet what your path with Healy is, and that's okay. We are very activated by, this wealth, the ground floor opportunity, the business opportunity here. And as I said, when I linked arms and said yes to doing this with Anna, was it's like magnetizing these leaders who have built other businesses and other companies with other companies before, but it's like we've done it the old way, and now we get to do it the new way, with frequency leading the way. And so really what Kristen describes so beautifully is that, like, the frequency does the heavy lifting. So this has been, it's been such a beautiful expansion in business for me. And I know part of that, because I've done entrepreneurship before, it's like my journey, everything has led me to this moment in time now. But if you are just getting started with Healy, like, and this is your first business or your first time doing this, just be open to this opportunity and know that you've now joined a team. If you have just started with us, or you decide to jump in with us with this beautiful sale that's on, that you are joining an upline, a lineage of women who have been around the block, who are passionate, as you're getting the feel of this now. But this was something that was really important to me. If I was going to do network marketing again, I wanted to know I was joining a lineage where the systems were in place, where the duplication was possible, where I didn't have to do the heavy lifting. And that all exists here. It was here before Anna came on, and then Anna, in her generator beauty and brilliance, has like brought in, even more systems and structures for the Frequency Collective. So that is the team we've, only begun 66 days in, but we've joined this team and this upline of systems that are also in one of the top lines in the company. And I feel like that's important to mention. The support is there, and we want you all to feel supported no matter where you are on your journey. If you're completely new to network marketing, if you're an experienced entrepreneur, we're here for you. And the leaders, like, literally, I had a pinch me moment before we admitted you all to the room, that I get to do this with Anna and Kristen, that we get to link arms together. Like Kristen, that visual of the linking of arms, where we're in a circle and all our strengths are equal, right? All our strengths are being offered. And that's truly how it feels with the leaders that are magnetizing. There's no chasing or pitching or this is the presentation, this is the energy, this is the frequency, okay? And it's like, as Kristen said, she just felt it. And that's it. It's like, we're not selling. You feel it or you don't. And we honor wherever you are. And when you're ready, even if it's just I'm ready to understand the product right now, beautiful. And when you are ready, and this is the beautiful part, you buy the product, which, by the way, I will say, so my husband, husband to be in 38 days, my fiance bought his. He's like, get me one. I want one. And the same day his arrived, the free one that I earned for selling 4, I think it's 4 Resonance Plus or above models, you earn, there's a fast start program. I don't know if you're going to be speaking about that, Anna, but there's a way for you to earn back in commission the investment that you've made with 4 sales of the devices as well as another model. So this is exciting because, like, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, Christmas has come again, and I'm 45 days in, into the business. And I forget where I was going there because I got distracted by the product. But there is such a beautiful, generous comp plan, and I will speak to that. Are we allowed to share numbers, Anna?
Yeah. I don't know. Do we feel aligned? If we feel aligned, sure. We're always protected.
Okay. Yeah, we're not supposed to like make claims of income, right? So can we just put a disclaimer that this isn't a claim to any income?
Results not typical, but typical in the quantum. There we go.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I'm happy to share. So my first paycheck 3 weeks into Healy was double what I was kind of hoping it to be. And I'll tell you what the amount was. And so I ordered my Healy on August 10th. I received it about August 15th, started using it for about a week to 10 days, started talking about it around August 25th, sold 7 devices August 31st. And 3 weeks in, I think it was like the 20 something of September. And I knew it was a generous comp plan, but I didn't actually know how much I had earned. I earned $6,699 my first 3 weeks in Healy. And I share that just because I was blown away. I thought maybe it would be half of that. I'm open to the magic and not limiting what is possible. And if that was the first 3 weeks, I can only imagine what is in store. And, to speak of this ground floor opportunity and getting in early, which Anna has already said. So, when you are ready to share, we have some beautiful systems in place with our team to support you in doing that. And Anna, I'll pass it back over to you.
Well, I'd love to share too. And again, in the sharing, it's where I say I've never experienced anything like this in business. And I know this is possible for every single one of us. And I'm holding this vision. I'm running the frequencies for everyone who leaps into the first 12 months, the generational wealth. So for my business, with 4 weeks in plus 4 days, this was the paycheck. And try building a product-based business and paying yourself before you sell, right? So this opportunity is here for every single one of us. And again, if you're starting just for the healing journey, or you want to tap into the quantum wealth, or everything in between, there is a place for you. So I will pass it to Kristen to finish us off. If you're ready to purchase your device, if you have more questions, do we want to open up for questions or to connect with the person who invited?
I think it's good to have a little bit of question time here, because everyone's together. So it allows that interaction. Obviously, it's reaching out and being with, the person who offered you the invitation. But I wouldn't mind doing, what if we did had 6 minutes ish for questions, something like that, and then I can go into a closing of some sort of witchery magic that I feel like I want to bring into the crew here.
Beautiful. So either unmute yourself or drop the question in the chat box, but we'd love to hear from you.
So I know I've got a few new leaders here, and yeah, go for it, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. I have a bit of a practical question. There was a slide that went up. I have been on the website and on my phone, and I find sometimes navigating these types of things on a cell phone is difficult. You put up a slide there that had each of the devices and the programs that were within each. And it was a really great visual to be able to say, this one has this and that one doesn't. Is something like this on the website available in a PDF? Because for someone who's a complete newbie as of one day, for me, this type of visual for me, when I'm with my clients, is really helpful to be able to say, this might be the best fit for you with what you're looking for, as opposed to on the cell phone.
So this is in our team community, but it's not described this way in our member websites. I keep a picture in my phone.
Of this?
Yes,
Okay, so is it a possibility of getting access to this PDF?
of
Is my
course.
question. Okay.
Yes,
And
easy.
how would I go about doing that? Yeah.
We'll text it to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sarah, I'll text it to you. I'll get
Okay.
that from Anna and I'll just text it to you. Boom. And we can also pop it in the our group chat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, Natalie. All right. Yeah, everyone wants the graphic. I like that. I'm very visual. This helps a lot.
If you haven't yet, I'm going to plug our community space, the Frequency Collective on Circle. So if you haven't yet oriented to Circle, it is basically a way for us to get off of Facebook and Instagram to meet as a team, but all of the resources are loaded in there. So definitely spend a little time orienting yourself in there. We tried to yeah, we're adding to it, and it's a place where it's like the community hub for our team. And I've also just referenced a link above here, Sarah, which is in the boards app as well, which you'll also see inside Circle.
Yeah, either Christy or Anna, do you want to give a little bit of the overview of how we have everything set up for the connections, what's around Circle, the Frequency Collective, right? As people purchase their device, let us know, and then we start to send out the journey of onboarding. I feel like that would be helpful even.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys would have probably received a message from Kristen when you welcomed or when you joined and purchased your device, which had a link for you to join the Frequency Collective, which it's basically a beautiful onboarding system of emails that will automatically be sent to you for 10 days to help you get up and running. So Anna has put these beautiful systems in place. Thank you, Anna. And the beautiful part about this, if you have not yet clicked that link, I would highly recommend it. Take 5-10 minutes a day, just reading those emails and familiarizing yourself with what the steps are in each of the email to walk you through it. When new things come, it can be a little bit like drinking from the fire hydrant, trying to like figure out where all the information is. But that would be step number one. And the beautiful part about that is that when you share this with a partner, you can do the same thing and send them that link too. So that's number one. Number two would be Circle. For you to familiarize yourself with. You can plug into all the events that are happening, the team calls, trainings, guest webinars that happen, and outside of that, all of the resources as well that you will need will be are loaded in there. And then there's also familiarizing yourself with the back office, which actually, if you're able to stay a little bit after this call, I'm going to walk you guys through and share the screen of my back office to just give you a little bit of an orientation of where things are. Did I forget anything, Anna?
Well, we're constantly adding to it. So Christy and I did a working session on Monday, and we sat back and said, okay, these are the systems in place right now. What else do the women need. And so we're constantly thinking of everybody and what will feel most supportive, what will feel most nourishing. And we're adding our wisdom and skills and expertise, and also asking all new partners to step in and offer their gifts, their magic, as there's really a beautiful opportunity. This is the connection, the collaboration, the sisterhood that we speak of, is we want everybody to rise together, so that it's a collective, which it is. So
I'll say just one more thing. The upline we also joined, they offer 2 calls a week. One is Momentum Mondays, and then there's Leadership Thursdays. They're both at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain. And those are from, like, everybody is invited to those. I'd recommend maybe checking out the Monday calls, because those are really for new partners getting going. And then if you do want to, turbocharge or, launch your business, or you're interested in leadership with Healy and this quantum growth we're speaking at, you can just block the time in the calendars to join the Thursday call as well, which is leadership. And it's a seat at the table which you belong at. And it's this beautiful linking of arms of women sharing success and stories of what's worked for them. And honestly, the frequency of it, it's so beautiful. So those are stuff you are welcome to jump into as well. All right. Any other questions before Kristen brings us home? Then we go back into the technical back office things.
Yeah, go ahead, Colleen.
Colleen, hello, sister.
Hi, beautifuls. Really nice to see everyone and be in your energy. I have a question. So super excited. I missed the memo that the promo's been extended. So I'm super excited about that. Now, I know in the duplicatable system, I know we're not going to lead with that, but it is quite a good incentive. So if we're talking to leaders who we understand, like who we have a good relationship, it's fine to lead with that, right? Or what do you think?
So what I feel right away, Colleen, is you have such magical gifts. We know what the leaders that we're speaking to, what is the piece for them that they really want to know and hear, that gives them that sense of, oh, this feels so supportive for me.
Yeah.
And so for me, literally, when Christy said, look, we're setting it up as plug and play, it was like, perfect. Because what pulls me out of my zone of genius and magic is getting tethered back into figuring out systems and things like that. And it's, let's not reinvent the wheel, let's expand the wheel. And from what Anna has presented, I'm literally blown away at how just divinely perfect these automated emails are that are coming into me as I'm still receiving this, this 10 days right now of moving myself into this business. So I feel like if that is something that's really important for someone to hear, as it was for me, then speak to it.
Perfect. Yeah. So knowing our audience a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like someone's like, I want $17,000 in 3 weeks. Speak to something along those lines, It's all.
We're also doing another webinar. I'll just mention briefly, Colleen, I think it's going to be Tuesday, August 18th. We have October. Did I say August? October. Thank you. But invite only for the leaders. We're going to do a webinar specific to the leaders. We're calling it Layer, because we're layering in another income stream and a plug and play business model with frequency. So Anna and I were creatively brainstorming this yesterday. So Layer for legacy, leverage, and leadership. So that will be another similar to this, but instead of kind of posting it all over in Instagram, it will have something for it, but it'll be invite only and very specific to the leaders. So that'll be later this month too, that you can use in your reach outs.
Perfect.
All right, take it home.
All right. So women, I'd love for you to close your eyes down. Let's close our eyes from the screen and instead tune into the energetics of this collective circle of leaders, visionaries, innovators. And as you feel the grounding cord at the base of your spine connect to Mama Earth, feel your connection to her energy. And if your body needs a little alignment cueing, think about bringing your low ribs over your hips, your shoulders over your low ribs, and sliding the chin back slightly to create a beautiful elongation out through your crown. And creating this elegant alignment of your inner architecture, which opens a clear streaming channel for the potency of your energetics. Feel how your breath expands through you. Breath as spirit, breath as light. And you might even notice sensation in a certain part of your body as we start to run these clear streaming energetics from the field up through your body. So you might feel sensation or warmth in your hands, these channels that are extensions of your heart. I'm feeling in the collective some beautiful expansion through the third eye space between your brow. And in your mind's eye, I'd love for you to vision yourself in your leadership, interlinking arms with women you desire to stand heart by heart, side by side with. And as you become this clear streaming temple of light, body of light, we now expand this light through our circle here. And you feel it expand within the center of your heart space and radiate out into the collective space. Beautiful. And I'm going to simply cue the activation of your sacred roots, your root chakra, as we anchor and ground this. Activate sacral. This is a power portal of fertility, creativity, wealth, abundance, sensuality, and sexuality. Activate solar plexus, your inner sun, your power center. Discipline, devotion. Activate heart space in this incredibly potent and generously loving circle of leaders here and now. Activate throat space to speak in confidence, expressed in your unique light and vibe. Activate third eye space, the portal to higher consciousness, expanded and ever spiraling. And activate your royal crown, my queens, is what I feel like saying, where you receive. Beautiful. And then bringing hands to connect at heart center. And allowing one word to land where the hands meet the heart of what is coming to light for you here and now. One word. Feel the energy of it expand. And as you're ready, you may welcome your eyes back to your space, this space. And if you feel called, you can pop the word in the chat, being conscious of time here. Or if someone wants to unmute themselves and speak it, here we go. Infinite. Abundance. Abundance. Abundance codes are activated. I literally felt my sacral go pew. Nourish, Cynthia, and sending you such healing love, mama. Bliss, trust, love. Oh, my heart. I'm getting all the heartgasms. In my world, my language, heartgasms, orgasms, wealthgasms, joygasms, soulgasms, to be continued, healygasms, new word. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the invitation to share in this way, Anna and Christy, and I'm so excited for where we go from here. Thank you, Diane. I love you. Cynthia, so much love. Yeah, all the gasms, babe.
Oh, so beautiful. And so it is. Thank you so much. You'll be receiving a email from the Frequency Collective with this replay and this chart. And we cannot wait to welcome you into our sacred sisterhood.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. I'm going to stop the recording.